Sarah, it's all yours.
Right, so I'm going to start off with a fruit loaf, and it's not a sort of Christmas cake substitute, it's more like a sort of tea loaf, but lots of people are quite intimidated by the idea of making, you know, a big fruit cake, and also, if you only make a fruit cake once a year, you don't necessarily want a cupboard full of raisins, and sometimes there's a mixed pea and all the rest of it. And it also deals with the problem of what to do with the jar of mincemeat at the back of the cupboard, and anything else, you know, because there's always one left over in January. You buy it and you think you're going to make mince pies and things. So there's all kinds of versions of this cake. So to start with, we've got self-raising flour and a bit of baking powder. Oops. I'm going to attempt to sieve just to mix the baking powder. And a couple of teaspoons of mixed spice, just because it's nice and quite Christmassy. You could put extra cinnamon in, or ginger, or whatever you like. So the dry ingredients are going to go in this bowl, and then we're going to mix up the mincemeat with the liquid and the other fruit and some orange and lemon zest, and give it all a good stir. So I think this works quite well as a loaf cake. You could put it in a round cake tin, if you like. You could put any amount of extra fruit in, if you've got some lying around in the back of the cupboard. But the jar of mincemeat takes care of all the sort of buying all separate dry fruit. So use the whole jar. And if you have got extra currants or raisins or sultanas or whatever at the back of the cupboard, throw those in as well, if you want more fruit. It won't make that much difference.
If you have a jar and a half left over, just
Chuck it in, it will just be like a more fruity fruit cake. You know, sort of more
moist.
Fruit, less cake. So there's that. So we've got 2 beaten eggs, and we'll put those in with the mincemeat. And what you want to do is give it a really good stir to kind of loosen the mincemeat, because if it's all in one kind of homogeneous lump, it's going to sit at the bottom of the cake. So I'm just going to mix that through. Now I'm going to put, there's some sugar in the mincemeat, and how much will depend on the brand of mincemeat you're using. So I'm going to put a bit of brown sugar in, just if you wanted it just as something to slice and maybe eat with cheese, or like a cheese board, or just more as a kind of bread type loaf, leave the sugar out. But it kind of lacks something, I think, if you don't have any at all. Right, and then the liquid, I've got, now obviously there's, amongst the many versions of this cake I've tried, there was one that had ginger beer, and that was quite strange because it kind of rose really well, but the texture was quite sort of rubbery. So the flavour was nice, but it was just a bit bendy, you know, not quite right. And then I've made it completely with yogurt, and that just rose too much. It was completely out of hand. And I've tried one just with vegetable oil, but that, it gives you a better crumb, but it doesn't sort of have the body. So I've ended up with sort of 2/3 oil and 1/3 yogurt. And so hopefully this won't erupt anywhere. But, you know, experiment, it's very, very forgiving.
vegetable oil is not very good for you. What did you use as a substitute? Olive oil or something?
Yeah, a sort of light olive oil, not a really green, sort of like grassy one, because that will have quite a strong taste. We need an awful lot of mixed spice to kind of cover that up, but yeah, a sort of neutral oil, like a groundnut oil, or what's the other one?
Sunflower maybe?
Grapeseed
Grapeseed
oil.
oil?
I don't know, I think rapeseed oil has a funny taste. I don't know how we have a kind of, a strange kind of dislike for rapeseed oil, although we do use it, you know, for some things. It's cheap and it stays at high temperatures, but I don't know, I worry about rapeseed oil because it needs so many pesticides for it to grow successfully, and it wipes out all the bees, so, you know, that's not great. It's a very sort of high maintenance sort of crop. So, at this stage, you can just like throw that in there, and that will work. I'm going to put orange zest and lemon zest in, because it just improves everything, I think. But if you've got one of those things of mixed peel, or mixed candy peel, or whatever, in your cupboard, that would be another good thing to put in.
If somebody's coming out to say about putting marmalade into my cake rather than the dried fruit, because as you say, by the time you come to use it next year, it's hard to manage. So I need marmalade.
And it sort of doesn't really smell of anything like orange or lemon after it's been a while. It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you're going to put that in the cake, it's just for texture, because as you say, there's no taste in it. So one of the girls in work told me, she puts, or with her mother always would put marmalade, a spoonful of marmalade in her cake.
Yeah, it's a big sort of chunky marmalade.
Yes, the chunky marmalade, yeah. So I do that.
as well?
No, instead of the like tea.
Okay, but if you were making it just to use it or something, you put marmalade in as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what about ginger?
And anything you like, really, just whatever flavours you prefer. It's a nice one to sort of experiment with. This is a bit lemon. Okay. I'm going to put more juice on. Yeah, if you ever get hold of the, that really beautiful Italian sort of like glacé fruit, those are, it's almost too nice to put in a cake. Like if anyone gave you any for Christmas, that would be a good thing.
You put the lemon on or instead of the tree, you can put it in something else.
Yeah, so the fresh orange and lemon zest
Yeah.
is like an alternative to the mixed peel. Sort of takes a bit pressure, tastes a bit pressure, lightens up a bit. So finally, I'm going to stick some orange in, just because it brightens up a bit. It's really interesting as you how tubs of, let's say, cherries have shrunk.
They're very expensive now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Toilet you never done changing them?
That's so true.
I didn't know my feeling which one's the fattest one, and I'm not going to buy like a 16 row where I'm just putting on after on.
What's this night, what are we talking?
Toilet
Oh, toilet roll, so don't get me started on toilet roll.
I thought I was the only one.
No, this is not it. One
That's really thin, aren't they?
Yeah, we got some from Lidl, we thought there was a sort of normally get.
I'm going to try them as well. Because
But it did that Tricandrex puffy thing as well, where all of a sudden you just touch it and hold it. I'll rather do the little concertina and pour.
no, it's a joke. How many huge toilet rolls we use here? It's not because they're so small.
I thought it was because we bought them in bulk, that they were maybe not as good value.
Yeah. No, I had bought them in bulk and then I bought them in the way you're talking. The ones actually, there was ones that I came across that I'd gone away last summer, and I was putting them in the bank for somebody for that week.
Yeah.
And then I came across them and they were sitting in there, and they're definitely strong.
And I'm sure we were in,
Okay, I got through cake just for a
sorry,
second.
sorry.
Let's put this in it. So basically, I'm just going to pour the mincemeat and cherries on there. All the other stuff in there. And just sort of like fold it in really. So try not to mix it too vigorously. Because I read somewhere this week that could make it quite tough. But I'll try and do it properly this week. But you just need to make sure that all your wet ingredients are combined with all the dries. So you haven't got little dry patches.
Do you grease and line it in?
Yeah, I've greased it very lightly, and I've just put greaseproof paper in like that. If you've got any of those little tin liners, you know, that just kind of go in there, they're perfect. But I couldn't find any £1 ones, only the £2 ones. But yeah, they're very good. Hardly any washing up at all. Okay, so right, so I'm going to divide this between two tins, so we've got 2 cakes. And that's mainly because today I want them to cook fast. But you could do a £2 loaf tin or a round one. And I've tried out various temperatures. So I'm going to cook this on, I think about 170 degrees, which will take a bit longer. But any hotter, and it seems to go brown too quickly on the outside while it's still raw in the middle. So if it does start going brown on top too quickly, the thing to do is like put a sheet of foil over it.
Someone send the pan or?
Yeah, continue it. Because I'm aware that the oven here is a lot hotter than my oven at home. So I keep
For how long did you say?
about 45 to 50 minutes. So, I mean, everyone's oven's a little bit different, but after, say, 40 minutes, give it a poke with a skewer or something, and just keep an eye on it. But you want the top to kind of like rise, but not too much, ideally. And then around less fierce skin.